I'm Summer, and my game is Earth Defenders. So this is my game proposal video. Earth Defenders is pretty much a spin-off of Asteroids designed for one player. And the idea is to shoot objects as they come towards the Earth, or the player in this case. There are 5 rules of gameplay. If an enemy object gets past the player loses the amount of points that the object is worth. If the player shoots down an enemy object, they're rewarded the amount of points the object was worth. And if the number of points reaches 0, the player loses a life. If the player shot down or crashes into an enemy object, they also lose a life. And when the player runs out of lives, they lose the game. We've got 4 major objects: a UFO, which is worth the most points, a satellite, an asteroid, and then bonus items. Bonus items will fall towards the Earth, meaning they'll move vertically downwards towards the player or the bottom of the screen. And when the player catches them, they receive a bonus item or extra life or extra points. So this is what the basic gameplay would look like. We've got our player who can move side to side. Bullets, once they're shot, they go straight up and they don't move side to side. Asteroids, they can go up and down, but they don't move side to side. UFOs can go anywhere and they can shoot back at the player. And satellites, which move horizontally across the screen. So as you can see, there's a lot of logic calculations here, like the direction of travel, the intervals for launching new objects, which should increase as the levels go higher and higher, and of course we have to keep track of the player score. So we've got some gameplay features listed: points, lives, and the pause button, and then some menus. So I'm going to briefly talk about 2 of them, and the other ones we'll talk about later. So first off is the options menu, and this I'm leaving up to developers mostly, but the idea behind it was you can customize your gameplay to be different colors. Maybe your player can be a different object shape, whatever. And pick a level allows you to pick a level you want to start on if you don't want to start on level 1. And this is our first list, and the second list is on the same menu. Each level has a timestamp with it that indicates the last time it was recorded as being played. So those are the 2 lists we're going to have for this game. So now we'll go through a basic gameplay scenario. Here's the main menu, and you can see it shows us we're on level 1. You can start the game, you can pick a level, or you can edit the options. If you decide to pick a level, then you can select your level and it will redirect you back to the main level, and instead of displaying level 1, it would display level whatever you picked. So then if we click Start Game, once we start the game, we end up here. We've got points, which is however many points the player's earned. Lives, which could be number count, or in this case I mocked it up as icons that look like the player. A pause button, and we'll talk about that menu in a minute, and the level that we're on. So this is our pause menu. We've got a continue, which obviously would continue the game. Options, which takes us to the options menu, and quit, which ends the game and takes us back to the main menu. If you open the pause menu, my thought was that it would freeze the game in the background, and then you could drag the menu around. So if you wanted to see how many lives you had or how many points you had, you could move it around so it wasn't in the way, and you could look at where things were. And that is my game. Thank you for watching.